The newest edition of the Samurai series, Samurai Calibur, was released August 9th, the exact same time as the Shark Scale deck set. Seems pretty crazy releasing this basic line balance type booster at the exact same time as probably the greatest deck set ever released. The most hardcore fans would buy both, but the more financially limited ones would have to pick one or the other. I myself forgot about Samurai Calibur because I wanted the Shark Scale deck set so much more badly, which turned out to be a great thing for me since Shark Scale is like the most dominant attack type right now. So I completely forgot to pre-order Samurai Calibur, but my brother was actually going to Japan with his girlfriend and he actually managed to find me a Samurai Calibur and brought it back to me. So now I get to play with it. Samurai Calibur is the supposed upgrade to Samurai Saber. It's a balance type Beyblade that is more square shaped on the main blade. It's actually the blade that has two modes combined into one, unlike the switching mid-battle that Samurai Saber had. You got main contact points that are a lot more smoother to define, and then it will use its more wider points for more massive attacks. I think that's kind of what I get it from the box. It's also almost perfectly rounded out at the bottom of the main blade, so it does provide a bit of stamina for the late game. And the bit that came with this, which is Merge, is supposed to help amplify its attacks. Yeah, the main thing that was a major talking point with Samurai Calibur, as well as a topic of controversy, was the new bit called Merge. The big reason why Merge was so highly talked about was because it was extremely tall. Probably the tallest bit that we have gotten in Beyblade X so far. It features a sharp needle protrusion in the middle for defensive capabilities and rubber surrounding it so it does more move around like Rubber Excel. And 16 gear teeth, so when an extreme dashes, it will move very fast. The height of the bit was really what got people panicking, as it made Samurai Calibur look like Bixes from Metal Fight. Unfortunately, the tall height could end up becoming a burst risk in X, considering a lot of bays are super low and are the ones that are performing super well. But trying out Samurai Calibur a bit just on its stock combo, it's actually pretty good, and even works even with the ratchet at 7mm height. The blade's weight is 36.1 grams, which is really good for a balance type, and the shape of the blade as well as the gap between the blade and the ratchet is really minimal, so it makes it have something potentially solid. The only thing with Merge is that, like Rubber Excel, it's low on providing stamina. The rubber will cause Samurai Calibur to slow down sooner than your Uncle Joe after a Thanksgiving dinner. However, still providing great movement to where it's able to perform a good smash attack, so the main blade definitely has something here. There has also been a bit of a debate about Samurai suddenly regressing back to the BX line from the UX series, but you gotta realize sometimes the UX version of blades aren't always an upgrade, and the UX version of a blade turns out to be significantly worse than the BX one. And given Takara Tommy's track record with the CX line, I doubt making this a CX version would have made it any better. I have been quite enjoying playing with Samurai Calibur lately, and I really do mean it when I say this blade does have a lot of potential. And I have found quite a few combos that works best with me personally, so today I am going to share some of those combos with you. Now, of course, a little disclaimer, you're not guaranteed to win your local championships. What I found good, you might find bad, so I encourage you to practice and experiment to find what really suits you. But before we get to the combos, I just want to let you know that a vast majority of you watching are not subscribed to this channel right now. So if you are genuinely enjoying the content that we do, please consider subscribing and enable notifications so you don't miss out on awesome Beyblade content. I appreciate your support either way. Beyblade! Alright, so first up, Samurai Calibur on 450 low flat. With this attack combo, we really take advantage of the blade design of Samurai Calibur and go in on the attack. Samurai Calibur's wide blades make it perfect for high-speed smash attacks. The 450 ratchet can line up with the contact points of the blade, and since the gap between the ratchet and blade is really minimal, it won't be too much of a burst risk. And low flat, we keep the blade low, and it can travel at a very fast speed on extreme dash. The impact that the blade causes can send the opponent flying from below and make a strong hit. Samurai Calibur remains at a really low height so that it can attack the opponent's ratchet directly or cause an upward force of driving momentum with its blades that it will cause the opponent to be launched up. Since the Shark Scale deck set came out at the same time as Samurai Calibur, you might as well take full advantage of it using the 450 from it to make Samurai Calibur better. And low flight can be found in the purple Keel Shark single, the Bite Croc dual pack, and the yellow Lance Knight single. Next, Samurai Calibur on 760 point. With this combo, we create a bulkier way of getting Samurai Calibur to attack very frequently and maximize its striking power and late game stamina. Since Point has a protrusion at the bottom, it can help with Samurai Calibur's stamina in the late game, and Point is able to give Samurai Calibur the fast extreme dash so that 760 weight can be used to send a huge blow to the opponent. A lot of the times, the 760 will cause a huge knockout on the opponent, but we can also end up outlasting the opponent because of the upward slope blade, knocking them off balance, and the heavy 760 doing a lot of the strong hits to wear them down. Point is a relatively easy to find bit, most notably being in the Leon Claw single, Sting Unicorn dual pack, and various other sets. 760 you can find from the Crust Leon dual pack or the Fort Hornet single. Next, Samurai Calibur on 360 flat. A basic but effective attack combination, 360 providing some good protruding contact points for strong hits, and flat to give a good extreme dash speed and aggressive movement in the arena. With this, we have very strong attacks for Samurai Calibur, where the blades can make very heavy attacks that can knock the opponent into the pockets. The 360 mixed with the rounded bottom part of the main blade also provides Samurai Calibur with some decent stability and stamina. The blades make very strong attacks with this combo, and while the nature of this build is really just super simple, the effectiveness of this combo cannot be overlooked. This is probably one of the most easiest to build combos right now, since you can get both parts from anywhere really. I guarantee you have at least one or both of these parts somewhere in your collection. But the easiest way to get this if you don't have it is from Sword Dran, either the blue or red one, since they come with both. Next, Samurai Calibur 560 Taper. This balance type combo provides great stamina, stability, and attack for Samurai Calibur. 560 gives great weight distribution around the main blade and sits comfortably on the main blade, so the burst resistance is very high. And Taper gives wild, fast-paced movement where it will hit really hard and fast. 560 also gives increase in stamina because of the wide weight distribution leveling out Samurai Calibur, and with Taper acting very highly aggressive while conserving stamina, it makes this a really great balance build that also lasts longer in battle. With this, we have achieved very hard knockouts, especially since we have the main blade's contact points adding extra power towards attacks. Taper's high speed on extreme dash can generate enough force to really deal heavy damage and keep the blade stable. 560 you can find relatively anywhere, coming with the Sting Unicorn single, the Leon Claw single, and Chain and Sinew dual packs, and Taper is also a bit that you can find really easily, coming in the Dronzer SX Over Project singles, Yellow Gale Wyvern, Scythe and Sinew, and even Tusk Mammoth in the Hasbro Extreme Stadium has one. It's really easy to find. Next, Samurai Calibur on 960 Bound Spike. This defensive combo really takes advantage of the main blade design and really tanks a lot of hits. Really huge shout out to NBBC for this, and I really do recommend checking out their video on this since they can break it down more scientifically than I ever can. But me personally, I found this combo to work extremely well. The bouncing nature of Bound Spike really helps take a lot of hits so that the hard impact won't be so bad and helps with the shock absorption that Samurai Calibur takes. The amount of really hard hits this build can tank is unbelievable, saving itself from really big attackers like Shark Scale and Buster Dran. Sometimes Samurai Calibur will even be knocked into the extreme rail and perform an extreme dash, and it won't even lose much energy. The shock absorption this blade can take even really led to recoil effects, where it will send the force right back at the opponent in a counterattack and knock them out. It's a pretty well designed defensive combo that really takes advantage of the hollow blades and Bound Spike Spring. 960 can be found with Sword Phoenix, Roar Tyranno, the Mosasaurus dual pack, and Impact Drake. Bound Spike right now is only found with the Nightmail in the custom set and also Triceratops single, both released by Takara Tomy as of the time of this recording. Next, Samurai Calibur 660 Unite. This is a pretty well balanced combo that can hit really hard. Like Taper, Unite can move aggressively and go super fast. The 660 is rounded off around the blade very well and can give Samurai Calibur the hard hitting contact points needed to make strong attacks, and with how closed off the gap between the blade and ratchet is, the burst risk won't really be an issue. Unite while moving fast gives a slight protrusion, but the rounded off bottom also provides a bit of stamina for the blade to keep it going a little longer. The combination of the blade design and the contacts of the ratchet as well as the fast movement of the bit, we have Samurai Calibur be able to adapt to numerous different styles, giving us the simple balance for Samurai Calibur to really be effective in the arena, capable of even lasting a bit and outspinning the opponents since the main blade can give off extra stamina, though still being able to take advantage of the aggressive sides to get good clean knockouts. 660 is right now only available with Brave Dran. Unite you can get from the Pearl Tiger dual pack and the Mosasaurus dual pack. Next, Samurai Calibur 160 Kick. This is another hard-hitting combo that can really deliver some very powerful blows. With the 160, we have an added protrusion coming out as a main contact point for high-level attacks. Also taking advantage of the upward-facing blades of Samurai Calibur, we also have attacks that can hit directly on the ratchet for either a scoop-up slam or even a burst finish. Kick offers very well stability for Samurai Calibur that it will not be knocked off balance and giving the added aggressive movement so that it can keep on the attack. Also, it's not just ratchet sniping that we can achieve with this combo. Sometimes the force of the impact can be so powerful that the hit will cause the opponent's bit to pry loose and fall off. Either way, the impact that it has when it hits the opponent can send them flying. 160 can be found with Buster Dran, Black Keel Shark, and the Green One Wizard singles, and the Miles Morales dual pack. Kick right now is only available with the Reaper Incendio single, but this white one from this video comes from Leon Crest in the Hell's Reaper random booster. Samurai Calibur is one of those blades where the gimmick it goes for with its design just works. It's got a square shape with half of the sides being used for attack and the other half for defense, but the bottom is rounded off almost perfectly so it can have adequate weight distribution for stamina. It can take practically any style in the playbook and be able to help you master it. If you are a Samurai fan and also you are looking for a good balance type blade to put into your deck, then this blade right here is the thing that you will want to go for. But let me know what you guys think about Samurai Calibur and also what your personal favorite combos are for it in the comments down below. I always like talking about combos with you guys. And also, if you want your own Samurai Calibur or any other Takeratami imports, check out sponsor of the channel, Mall of Toys. And also, if you are in Canada, tariffs are a big pain in the ass right now, but Mall of Toys does have a Canadian site where they ship from Canada to all over Canada. And also, use my code HARURENBAKUTALK for 5% off your order. So not only are you getting Takeratami imports, but you're saving a little money in the process. Support this channel by pressing the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Beyblade content. I've been Haru Ren, and remember, keep being serious but having fun. Bye!